show you how to make Nanaimo bars on how it's done. Nanaimo bars originated in the town of Nanaimo in Canada.
There are 3 parts to this recipe.
Then you will have to have
1 cup of graham cracker crumbs, 1/2 cup of shredded coconut, 1/3 cup of walnuts, 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 egg, 1/3 cups of butter.
And you're also going to need 1/4 cup of butter, 2 tablespoons of custard powder, 1/2 of a teaspoon of vanilla. You're going to need 1 tablespoon of milk, 1 tablespoon of butter, 2 cups of icing sugar, and finally 1/2 of a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. So you're first going to mix together the walnuts, the cocoa, the graham cracker crumbs,
Sugar,
the coconut,
and the butter.
plus an egg. Okay, now you're going to have to, upper oven, I'm going to bake at 350. There we go. Preheat the oven.
Then you have to mix all these ingredients until
Okay, so once you've done mixing it for approximately 1 minute, it should start to look like this.
Then in a 9-inch pan with parchment paper, you will put the base inside of it.
It should look like this.
And now it's preheated to 350, so now you will put it in for approximately 10 minutes.
Okay, so I'm going to turn the oven off. And I'm going to take it out. There we go. Okay. Once it's done, it should look like this. Now, you're going to let it cool down for about 10 minutes or until it's fully cool. So while that's cooling, we're going to make the custard.
First, you put in your 1/4 cup of butter. Then you put in your 2 tablespoons of custard powder. Then you're going to put in your 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla.
And we're going to beat that until it's done.
Look like when you're done mixing it.
Now that's done, we're going to make our icing sugar into 3 parts. And we're going to add just a tad bit of the icing sugar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide it into 3. And I'm going to add this part into it. And then you'll add a little bit of milk. And then we're just going to stir that together.
This is what it should look like when you're done with the first part of it.
And then you're going to add your second part of the icing sugar. And then another little bit of milk. And then stir that together until it's mixed up. look something like this. And then you're going to add the rest of the icing in, or the sugar in. And then the rest of the milk. And if it's too thick, you can always add a little bit more milk. Like you see for ours, it's a tad bit too thick, so I'm just going to go get some milk. It should look like this.
It's cool. You're going to put the custard on top of the base. When you're done spreading it, it should look like this. Now you're going to put it in the fridge for about an hour.
Okay, so for the top part, or the chocolate, you're going to need a double boiler. And if you don't have a double boiler, just use a pot and then put a bowl on top of it. Now, I already put my water in, but what you're first going to do is you're going to put some water in your pot, like you're going to boil, because you're going to boil the water. And then you're going to put this bowl over it. Then you're going to put your semi-sweet chocolate chips in, and then your butter in, your 1 tablespoon of butter. Then we are going to take this over to our stove, and we're going to turn it on medium. So it's ready, it should look like this. Now we're going to take the pan and bring it over onto the counter. Now we are going to pour it all into the center. Okay, now once you've done that, you're going to put it into the refrigerator. That's what they should look like when they're done.